Is what it is. Yeah. What's up, guys? What's up, guys? Welcome to the room. Welcome to Lipstick and Cognac. Make sure y'all share the live, show some love, and let us know where y'all guys are watching us from. We want to know where you got to listen to us from, watching us from your mama house, your daddy house, grandma house, side piece, ex, current, whoever. Welcome to the Lipstick Cognac Show.
Thank you for that introduction, Cognac.
It was nice.
It was very nice. Y'all come on in the room. Thank you for joining us. Make sure you like, share, and comment. Send us some love and some hearts.
Yes.
To let us know that you're in here. And when you come in the room, let us know where you're coming in from. Where
and
are you?
Hashtag Lipstick and Cognac Day.
Yes. Make sure you do that hashtag. And let us know where you're coming in from.
This is going to be a very serious topic, you guys.
Yes.
It's going to be a very serious topic. Some people might be crying, some might be opening their eyes, some might leaving their relationship. You just never know.
Say that again in English.
Some people might be crying, some people might be opening their eyes, some people might be like revealing some things that they didn't, like the signs they didn't know anything about.
Gotcha.
So I'm really happy that we're going to talk about this today because this is Domestic Violence Month. Did you know that, Lipstick?
No, I did not know that.
Yeah, so
but it makes sense because
so it's going to be great conversation.
Our guest today, it makes sense with what she had going on.
Yeah,
I thought it was all about the boobies. I thought it was all about the titties.
Why you thought about titties?
Because it's October.
Oh, because breast cancer.
Yeah, that flew over his head.
Well, yeah.
I understand because you would never have them unless you buy them. You don't like them anyway, do you?
I know.
Only if they come from Chick-fil-A.
Exactly. I love those breasts.
Then it's the only breast he eating on.
You ain't lying.
But no. Seriously. Come in the room. We're going to have fun today. We're going to try to make a serious topic as fun as possible.
Yes, we are.
But we're going to make sure that we are open to whatever you have to say. So if you're on Facebook or, if you're on rollingout.com, we really can't see your comments. But if you're on Facebook, make sure that you leave us comments.
Yeah, it's a very interactive show, so we'll be reading comments and everything like that. So, yes. So, please make sure y'all do that.
I feel like you all mellow already.
I'm good. So, let's do it now.
Okay, hold on. So, now we're going to start our introduction. Okay, go ahead.
So, class is now in session. What's up, you guys?
Hey, guys.
Hey.
It's your girl, Lipstick.
And I'm your boy, Cognac.
And we are Lipstick and Cognac, your adult alternative host. You're the host of Adult Conversation. There we go. With an alternative twist. Yeah, I should have messed with you earlier. You're host of Adult Conversation with an alternative twist. A no judgment zone where you can talk about everything from your mama, your daddy, your sister, your cousin, your boo, your down low lover, everything.
Whoever.
Because we don't care if you are a ruler, a rainbow
or
a
unicorn. We welcome you all.
So come on in the room and let's discuss.
Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Okay. Y'all didn't want to do that?
I don't want to do that with you right now.
It's okay.
I'm not feeling real churchy right now. No. So, okay, Cognac, I'll let you do this part.
Okay.
About telling
you can follow this dynamic
us.
duo on Instagram and Facebook at LIPSTICKANDCOGNAC. On Twitter, that's Lipstick_Cognac. And on YouTube, that's Lipstick and Cognac page.
Yes.
So, yes, make sure y'all guys follow us. Keep up with all the updates we have going on because you won't know what's going on if you don't follow, right?
Right. And stay tuned to this show because today we have a special guest.
Yes, we do.
An actual advocate for what our topic is today. Cognac, what is our topic?
Our topic is going to be about domestic violence.
What?
Yes, because it's Domestic Violence Month. And I really just want people to know the signs and things of what goes on in the domestic violence relationship.
So, not the Webster's dictionary, but what is your definition of domestic violence as it pertains to your community?
And that's the thing that people really don't. That's because, you're a homosexual. If you see two women fighting, two men fighting, it's not right. Because you're putting your hands on your partner, on somebody you're supposed to love and care about, and you want the world for them. So I had a great conversation last night with somebody who was on the phone as well, where they were like, people don't really look at us like that. They see two men fighting. Oh, that's just two men fighting. No, It's not right, because I have rights just like a heterosexual person have. And it's not right to put your hands on anybody.
This is the one thing that I will say. Because if you are a totally outside, like you're a total outsider, you don't know these people, and you see two same-sex people fighting, your first mindset, your first thought is not going to be... No, your first thought is not going to be that it's a domestic situation. You're going to think somebody disrespected somebody and they got hands, so they deserved it. Not that, they were lovers or just partners in whatever way.
I get what you're saying.
So I think that adds a different layer to it. But if it was
a man hitting a woman,
you wouldn't care.
You'd be trying to stop it.
Correct.
But because it's two men or two women fighting,
I'm saying you wouldn't care if it was lovers or not. Like, you would stop it. If it's two women fighting, it's the same thing as two men, though.
Yeah.
Because you wouldn't think that, they love it. Unless one is the opposite. Like, if you have the extreme relationships where somebody is clearly a dominant male figure, whether it's women or men, and somebody's clearly dominantly, like, the more feminine, you're going to stop it then, because you're like, man, come on, I can kind of see where this is going. Yeah. But even then, that might not even be a domestic situation. That may be somebody tried the other person and somebody just threw some hands. So, in this conversation, we're going to gear it towards more domestic disputes, but I did want to make sure that, or just bring it to people mindset, that sometimes we are too quick to judge. We just assume that it's not domestic, so we bring out our camera, like he said, world star, or everybody's trying to go on Facebook so they can do their little comedian commentary that's not really all that dang on funny.
It's really not.
To get likes and to get people to join in when somebody is really in a dire situation where they have life or death situations every single day.
Because domestic violence in the LGBT community is very real. And, I done seen some things, people got stabbed and killed, where some people got seriously hurt. Like, it's horrible. And I'm glad we're kind of putting awareness to this, because it happens. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
And I don't think,
even with verbal, everything's not even abusive.
Yeah, verbal abuse is real too. But what I do want to piggyback on what he was saying by saying that we're not taking the avenue of just the LGBTQIPA community.
LGBT.
Well, I had to get all of them in there.
No.
Because this is going to be my permanent disclaimer for this show. We're not just looking at it from that perspective. We're actually looking at it from the heterosexual perspective as well. So when we say domestic violence, we're including everybody's sexuality. Exactly. Even though I don't know how you can call the police if you're abusing yourself if you're asexual. But that's another story.
Girl, bye.
I'm just saying. You're not with anybody. So that's not domestic. What piss off your hand pissed you off? It cramped up or something?
Anyway.
Your toy battery went out. That battery said, I'm dead.
My toy said he's done.
You're not finished till I say it.
You go to the hospital, something stuck inside of me.
It's wiggly.
And I can't turn it off.
Just be turkey. Okay, that's the joke. That's the joke for the day. All right, we're done. Maybe.
Touching my inside parts.
Man, we're going to have to do an exam. I need about 30 more seconds. Let me ride this wave.
Oh, Jesus. No, but seriously, people. So, again, like me and Lucy both said, it's going to be a very serious conversation.
Outside of the last minute.
So, I'm going to start off. You want me to start off?
Yeah, you can start it off because you have a lot of different perspectives from the homosexual community.
Yeah, so coming from when I was first with somebody, you guys, I was 17 years old. I was just coming out. I had my boyfriend who was 2 years older than me, and I'm not getting emotional because I'm over it, but it happened. So I'm going to tell my truth and be honest about it. I'm not gonna cry. I'm really good. I have a wonderful boyfriend now who gives me the world, and I don't even have to think about that a-hole. But since we're talking about, I wanna help save somebody. You know what I mean? Because it happens. So I was 17. I just graduated high school, so it was my college summer going into my freshman year of college. I met him. Yeah, but I met him my junior year going to the summer of my junior year going to my senior year before he went off to college. So I'm just gonna put that.
Okay, your high school junior year.
Yeah. So he was very attractive. We both played basketball. We both ran track. He was popular. I was popular. Cognac was very sexy.
He had them. Did he sprint or did he do the cross country?
He did sprint.
Oh, so he had them big old thighs. Oh, and that track booty. Yes, Cognac.
He had a nice body, and I had one too.
We didn't remember about you. You visualize.
I still look good. I still have it. I still a size 32. Okay.
No, you not.
I am a size 32.
You squeeze in that 32. That 32 like.
You can see the fat. The paint off the jeans. No, but honestly though.
Cause that thread like.
But seriously.
Holding on.
He's holding on by their God. But when I first met him, he was really cool, Okay. And I never noticed him because it was all new to me. My first boyfriend, the first time I had sex with a dude, it was all with him. So It was my first everything.
As it pertains to you embracing your
my homosexuality side when I went from heterosexual to homosexual.
Okay. That heterosexual was like that quick.
It was from like a good 13 to 16. I had girlfriends.
You was hunching at 13.
I was a hunch. I didn't hunch. I was turned 15. No, but honestly, everything started off well, but I was a senior in high school. He was already his sophomore year in college, so he really lived two different lives. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It was like at a point where he was at college doing his own thing, right? And I'm thinking I had his best boyfriend in the world. When he come home, it's all about me. We talk all the time. But you gotta think, I'm in high school, he's in college, so it's like he just got his own thing
that's
going.
typical though. I hate to interrupt your story, but that's typical. Whether you straight or you are in a homosexual, that's typical.
Don't ever date somebody if you're not in college, y'all, because they do a whole bunch of things.
Okay.
But, then people start inboxing me, because I'm the new gay boy on the scene, it's like...
They started inboxing you when you went off
on
college?
MySpace. No, just telling me about, because I went to... So basically I went to...
You were still in high school?
Yeah, I went to my ex football game.
At the college.
Got it. So, I'm this young tenderoni walking in, hair on slim. New booty. I like that. No, but, so people like, oh, well, hey, you, and then, my ex like, oh, this is my boyfriend. And so,
Wait a minute, hold up. I know you haven't said it on this show.
Yeah.
But, okay, so he claimed you as the boyfriend.
Yeah.
Was he out as fully gay?
Yeah, he already been out.
Okay.
He was out.
As gay.
To some of his friends. Not to everybody. No. So I get what you're saying. To his close friends, he was like, oh, this is my boyfriend. People who already knew about him.
Okay, because I thought this was somebody who you like to play both sides.
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
I'm about to get to that story.
Okay.
Yeah, because I already told you about it.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So, and again, I was like, oh, okay. So, people on MySpace was like, oh, what's up? Oh, you date Garrett. You date so-and-so.
Child, he can never... Let me tell you. If you ever do a crime and you have Cognac as your accomplice, y'all are caught. Okay? He's telling, don't ever do nothing around him that you don't want nobody to know. Look at his face. That's the face of a snitch.
No, I am not going to claim that. We're not going to claim that.
He keeps secrets only if it's going to benefit him. And then he itching, like biting at the chomps. Like when I got my pictures back that time, ooh, I got a secret. I can't tell you. Why should you even tell me you got a secret then?
No, but I'm going to try to fast forward. But honestly, it started from there. So dudes started writing me talking about, oh, I'm with your man, but I want you. I want to get to know you. You cute, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like,
so
you know.
realized he had the ugly friend.
Huh?
He realized he had the ugly friend and he wanted the cute friend.
Yeah. So he was like, oh, your man doing you so wrong, blah, blah, blah. You don't need him. You can do better than that or whatever. So I'm like, so, you know, I'm calling my ex like, what the hell is going on? Because I got people inboxing me telling me you got a whole boyfriend up there. You get what I mean? So, you know, I went off, whatever. And, you know, being dumb, young, in love, you know, he wiggles away like, you know, I love you, you mine, I ain't missing nobody else. And I'm like, okay, babe. So, I get to college, go to the same college as him.
Don't look at me, because I'm going to be making some faces.
You so silly. I get to college, go to college, same college as him. We start living together. So, that's when the...
So, how long?
Verbal abuse started.
You knew that the person was cheating, and you still moved on.
I ignored it because I wanted that relationship to work.
Because you was in love.
I was in love.
So, okay, now fast forward. You in love. You already being a little naive.
Yeah, I was very naive. Very naive.
Because you young. You get a pass when you young.
Yeah.
You know, Cognac don't give out passes. So, now he starts verbally abusing you?
Yeah, so we moved together. He messed me so much psychology. He was like, anybody's going to want you like I do. Because, to be honest, I didn't have to pay for anything. Like, no haircut, no food, no clothes. Anything that I really wanted, I got it. So, the people in my set, I was 18, young, not paying for haircuts. Okay, you guys, we have to go to commercial break. Hey, guys, take a quick recess break. Stay tuned, rollout.com/Cognac or Rollout Live Facebook or listen to Cognac Instagram page to catch what's coming up next. Ow.
What if I told you it was okay to be different?
It's okay. I had a fake
Or
in
it's
my
better
mouth.
to hustle more than you talk. Or that it
Okay, so
doesn't
for
matter
this
what people
commercial,
think of you,
it's gonna be on
because
you
nobody
guys. I'm gonna
asked them
just
for their opinion in
bring
the
that
first
chair
place.
over
Okay.
and then just yeah.
Introducing
Well, let me see if I
outspoken
can try
clothes.
and get
The
it.
in-your-face,
Okay, never mind. It's on
unapologetic clothing
rolling
brand.
out, so it's
Check us
Could you
out
turn that
at
laptop around? Because I think I might be able to see some of the
and sign up
comments.
for our newsletter to get exclusive deals. Don't
Did
forget
you
to
wanna
follow
Just
us on
turn it.
Instagram
Because I can read it.
From here?
Yeah, I can read it.
She got good eyes.
because I was gonna say I wouldn't have been able to
He
see.
said, get to the point, dog.
Who said it?
No, I can't put your gauges. Mike just a hater. Okay. How was she hurt by the domestic violence? Okay, we see y'all.
Who they are trying?
You know they're gonna try it. You know they're gonna try it. Is it in the shot for when Chere come on?
Yeah, we don't want to.
The laptop? No.
Yeah, okay. Well, she probably got to scoot over some more, right? Oh, they said they can still hear us.
There shouldn't be. It's muted.
Hey Mitchell.
Why
Hey
isn't this
Regina.
not
That's
okay?
Mitchell. What's up, Mitchell? Oh, it is Mitchell.
Okay. So you can come on in.
Can you hear us now, Mitchell?
Now has a lineup of web-based shows and
We
podcasts
have one more commercial.
every Tuesday from 10 a.m. to 10
And then just remember to speak clearly into the mic. If you'd like to put your bag over here, you can. We're currently out of that. No problem.
What you trying
No,
to do?
because it's not plugged up.
Yeah, it's not plugged up. The phone did.
Oh, you can. There's a charger corridor thing.
Oh, there you go.
Yep.
All right, guys. See that?
We are coming
Is she
back.
too far over? Cause I feel like you won't be able to see that.
No, you
computer.
can see her.
You
She
can.
can. Nope, it's not in there at all.
We're still
Oh, I don't
close.
see it. Okay.
Thank you, Mitchell. We appreciate that.
Okay, and we're coming back in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Thank you for tuning in to rollingout.com or Rolling Out Live via Facebook. We are Lipstick and Cognac, your host of adult conversations with an alternative twist. A no judgment zone where we discuss all things relationship, no matter if you're a ruler,
Rainbow,
a rainbow, or a
unicorn.
unicorn. So we're back. I know our mics was hot during that commercial break. So you saw our new guest, Chere.
Yes,
You always
Chere.
You always
like-
get it right.
I like rolling my tongue.
Yes, I bet you
Don't
do.
we all?
No sausages.
That too. Sausages named Kevin. Exactly. But anyway, So we have the talented and fierce Chere Turner.
So,
let us know, let the people know
who are you, what you are about, boo. For the people who don't know you, boo.
You want me to take the whole? How long we got?
Oh, you only got like 30 seconds.
Okay, so
squeeze it in.
So all
Squeeze
it
it in,
takes,
sir.
all it takes. I am Chere Turner. I am actress and talk show host, and also vice president of the Still Standing Alliance Domestic Violence Advocacy. And I'm an amazing mom. Like, I can't leave that out. That's like my number one.
How many kids do you have?
Just one.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Yes, 19, sophomore in college.
Oh, yeah. So your child is about the same age as Cognac was when he left off on this long ass story that he telling us.
You know, I was listening.
Oh,
and Mike Wing said, "Hey, hurry this up, bro."
No, but I'm about to really tell. So let me finish. I know because we're about to dive into. So I want to segue to everybody talk about what they're gonna talk about.
Okay.
But so when I was so dependent on this person, not even knowing. You know what I mean? Because when you're used to getting your hair cut, used to get what you want, whatever, you're just like going through day-to-day basis with everything. But that came with a lot of mess. Me arguing with people on campus, with me feel like I was less than, and I feel like didn't nobody else want me because he always said like, ain't nobody gonna do you like I do you. You're ugly.
So he
You're
got
this.
in your head.
He got in my head where I was even scared to leave. That one time, y'all, I'm not lying. I left for a week and noticed everything that I paid for. I was like, I did not realize how dependent I was on this man. You know, I was like, damn, I'm paying for my haircut. I'm paying for my food. I'm paying for these shoes I want. You know, thank God for student refund checks, right?
Oh, but you know, Sally Mae is the Vanessa of pimps now.
Yes,
how I got over.
And I bet you still paying that pimp back.
My soul back in wonder. But I got over it. And then, you know, I went back. And then it started turning into some kind of like physical. And that's when my friends were like, Rodney, you gotta leave. Like, I look at myself in the mirror, I didn't realize, I didn't even know who I was anymore.
Wow.
Like, and like, I never fought him back, y'all. I was like, how can you love me and put your hands on me? And I was like, how? I can't hit you. Like,
you can't make yourself hit him.
Yeah, I was like, I just can't hit you. And he was like, fuck you know, all kind of stuff, y'all. I got called all kind of names. Thank God I didn't catch anything. We said unprotected sex. Like, it was just crazy. Like, I remember a time my mama came and got me. Because I called my mom. I said, Mom, I want to come home. Come and get me. I'm tired. My mama came up there. That dude said, if you leave, I'm going to come and find you and bring you back. And ain't nobody going to do like whatever, blah, blah, blah. Keep in mind,
So
we just got in a fight.
He never really threatened to like
Kill you. No. But we got in a fight. And I remember my mama drove an hour and 45 minutes to that school to get me from that apartment complex. I was going to finish school bound back at home because they had a satellite campus where I lived. And I told my mama, I'm not leaving.
Wow.
I'm staying. I don't know why you came up here. Like, and she
But then you asked her to come.
I asked her to come. But I wasn't rude about it. You know, she was like, son, this is your life. If you ever need me, I'm going to come get you. She cried and left.
Wow.
So she knew you were being abused.
She knew I was being abused.
At that point.
My dad even knew too. My dad, he just could wrap his mind around.
At what point did they know though?
When I told them.
Like right shortly around, like what point of the relationship?
Probably after like the 14 or 15 fight.
Oh gosh.
Where I was just tired. My friends knew
and
all
so
along.
And I'm not trying to make light of this. This person was whipping up on you about 14, 15 times, and you
fought
didn't
a
even
lot.
tell nobody.
But it wasn't like him punching in my face. It wasn't nothing like that. Like he just like shaking, putting his hands on me, whatever.
And see, this is the thing. Like I'm not trying to make light of it. I'm just really trying to understand because I know it's some people out there who probably thinking like me, like 14, 15. You got that far in it.
When you love somebody, you guys, and this has come from me, and I knew I was in a messed up situation, but it's all who I knew.
But you had your parents though. Like I can understand.
I had my parents. My parents were together. My parents showed me the right and wrong. But this was my life. It wasn't like I didn't know I was in an effed up situation.
Did you feel at any point that it was you were gonna make it better?
I was like, he always promised, like, I'm going to stop. And that promise to promise to promise. I'm still staying. It got so bad one time, he threw my clothes over the balcony for this new dude he was talking to.
Well, that's not necessarily abuse, because I know.
But I'm just saying. And I had to go move with a friend in that same apartment complex until he told me to come back home.
Yeah, see. Yeah.
So that's just how messed up and dumb I was.
I got you.
And for anybody out there, your friends can tell you to leave 1,000 times. Mm-hmm. Your mom and dad can tell you to leave 1,000 times until you get ready.
Yeah.
It's nothing you can do. And I stayed with him through my college years. I moved back home after college and broke up with him after I had my car wreck, almost died in him, where he was teaching. And a 17-year-old boy wrote my inbox, said, your man gave your income tax money to me. And had proof. So what I did was, I took those pictures, I put, because like, we had a way you had to walk with our, like,
okay, hold on, let's see, this is going way.
No. You
okay,
had, no.
Let's change subject.
No, I want to do it. I want to put it in there. You had to walk up the stairs to get to our apartment. So I had the pictures on there where the boy was saying all kind of stuff. I had his stuff packed. And I was like, we're done. It took me 3 years to leave him.
I guess, like, the thing that, and maybe you can help Chere about this, because the thing that gets me, and I know everybody's different, but if you don't have the resources, I can see you staying there because you are truly, like, dependent.
Yeah.
Your bills, everything, you don't have anywhere else to go. But when you are in a situation where you have an out and you still stay, like, what gets you to that point from what you've seen in your dealings with your
alliance you're in?
Yes. Oh, and make sure you tell them the name of it.
Yeah, it's called the Still Standing Alliance, and we are a nonprofit. We're 501c3, domestic violence. We promote advocacy, prevention, and awareness. Okay. That is what we mainly focus on. As a survivor myself, I mean, statistics say that a woman, man or woman, you're going to go back 7 times before you leave.
Shit, I went back over 20.
Well, 7 times could be a year. It could be 15, 16 fights you had. I don't know how long. That was 3 years. I was in domestic violence relationship for about 3 years before I ran to Atlanta. I had to run to Atlanta. I had never been to Atlanta, and I had a 3-year-old daughter. Wow. So I had to get away from it because he wasn't going to stop whooping my tail in that same city. I moved in with my grandmother. He came and kicked her door in, put me in a concussion. I moved to my own another house. He came and would jump out the bushes and would drag me out the car with my friends. I jumped out of a moving car because he had punched me and all I saw was stars for 20 minutes. So I just jumped out and rode in the street. Again, I went back to him over and over again. When I moved to Atlanta, 8 months later, I allowed him to move to Atlanta because he had changed. He promised to change. And he was a great father. He just wasn't a good man to me.
So this was your daughter's father?
Yes, this was my daughter's father, not my husband or ex-husband. So you go back over and over because you're hoping that it's going to change. You hope for the best. And then you question yourself. Could I have done X, Y, and Z different, right or wrong? And then another reason you don't leave because of embarrassment. Even though you have those resources, it's still your life. And you want people to think that your life is okay. Because it's embarrassing to come out and say, I'm getting my tail whooped on a daily basis.
Especially if you are such a strong personality.
And when you're going through it.
Because when you are, I'm not saying take away from nobody who's not as strong of a personality, but when you are a strong personality, people look at you and they make jokes like, they being yelled at? You doing what? You didn't say such and such?
Yes. So you walking around smiling and grinning and you encouraging
you're miserable inside.
And you're miserable.
You're so miserable.
So the resources there, I mean, I had my parents too. I didn't tell my parents, and I barely called the police. In the beginning, I only called his mother to come and save me. And then she would just yell at him. And then when I began to call the police, she would talk me out of pressing charges. So I was downtown taking charges off every week until it was like, the time he hit me in the car and I rolled out, I knew that I had to leave. And that's when I escaped and came to Georgia. Now, when he came here, is when the attempt was to kill me. And the police came and he was arrested. But it's a still voice. It's kind of like you know when enough is enough. And if you listen to that voice, which I call the Holy Spirit, because the night when he came to kill me, I was like, he's drunk. I'm going to let him come in and go to sleep. And something kept saying, no, you need to call the police. And I'm like, he had to go to sleep. I'm glad I called the police because he had no clue what happened that night. He don't even remember knocking at the door, kicking the door, and he don't remember anything. So Hattie got in.
Was your daughter there?
She was there, and when we found her in the house, because I had blanked out, I told the 911 operator tonight is the night. I'm gonna kill him or he's gonna kill me. I can feel it in my spirit. Something is gonna happen. When we found my daughter, she was behind the couch. We looked for her for like 30 minutes. We could not. I didn't even see her run past me. That's how blanked out I was, and he didn't care. So like your resources, you don't really think about them. You think about making it better, or you think about escaping. And the first problem that people have when they are in that situation is you have to have a friend. Mm-hmm. You gotta have somebody that you can trust. It may be somebody that pissed you off, or you're embarrassed.
What about your friends? I know, because I know I'm pretty sure you've been through it too. Mm-hmm. Your friends who be like, why are you there? Don't come to me again with another story. If you talk about him, you go back, don't. You know what I mean? So who do you talk like? Because I am exhausted all my friends.
And I would tell the friends, be careful what you say.
You do, because you realize that you be like, damn, I can't call I can't call that one.
I'm speaking from the friend's point of view.
Because you would say that.
Because eventually it would get to that point. Mm-hmm. And I would at this point, I have to protect my peace.
Yeah.
Because you keep going back and you bringing me back with you. If you don't want to walk away, I'm going to step back. I'll still be your friend, but I'm going to step back from the situation until you're ready to leave, because that's just too much.
But he or she will never know, and it is. It's draining on you, and it's okay to step back, but make sure that you still mentally stay in that, because it's not easy to walk away. Mm. You got to have a plan first. That friend may know you, but then that abuser may know you as well. So they have to have a plan before they can escape, which you should always, all listeners, always have a plan. Don't just get fed up and walk away. That's dangerous. So if you are that friend that's saying, I'm tired of it, which you will get tired of it, just mentally continue to check in on that person. Mm-hmm. Don't let them drain you, but mentally stay there with them.
Yeah, because this is my thing. My friend does some things, drugs, some did some other thing. I'm not going to put their business out there that I would have never done.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So, like, you're throwing spot, like, I can't believe you going there, but I'd be like, well, man, I would never say you know either. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, so I was just like, it was just like a tug of war battle. Like, yeah, I got this issue in my own house, but girl, you got this going on here.
This. Yeah. Yep. Everybody has.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it comes a point where you be like, you feel lost, and then you have to go back and be like, go into your Bible.
Yes.
Go into what your parents taught you. Like, you deserve better, and you know it. It's not like they don't know it. It's at the point you want to help somebody change.
Right.
You want to change so bad.
Yeah. You can't
to the core of your soul.
Yeah. You can't tell everybody to go into the Bible or what your parents taught you, because everybody didn't grow up in church.
Correct, absolutely.
And
I
everybody
said for me.
I know. I'm just saying in general. Oh. And so some people don't even have that type of crutch to fall back on. They don't have a family, and they really are out there by themselves.
Yeah.
It's so many people that grew up in like group homes. Yeah. And they were foster children, and they don't have those resources, so they don't know where to go, and they end up, sad to say, some of them end up trafficking, or sex trafficking.
That's what they were brought up in, with
domestic
violence.
And that's even worse.
Their love language.
That's what they understand.
Exactly.
It's so many guys that I know that have said they've dated women, and that woman does not feel loved until he put his hands on her. And you're like, absolutely. I'm not even that type of dude, but I'm talking about they love rough sex. Like, they want to feel like, okay, you can handle me, now I can respect you as a man. Yeah. Because that's what they saw. Yeah. And that's so sad. Because then you have some people who have grown up in that household, now you're in a same-sex relationship, and that's your love language. I don't care who I'm dating, like, you're not about to get real comfortable putting your hands on me.
Yeah, which makes it even harder for same-sex relationships to come out of it, because can you imagine the police showing up? One, our law enforcement need to be trained better to deal with domestic violence. That's true. I feel like every government should put them through a domestic violence training, because they'll get there and they'll pick the wrong side. Mm-hmm. Even in my divorce, when I called the police on my ex-husband to get my belongings, I went to jail. And I have a law enforcement background. I'm the one that's educated. I'm the female, but I went to jail. They don't know how to assess. So can you imagine them pulling up to a same-sex relationship, and they're like, oh, y'all two men, like, get over, deal with it.
Exactly, and that is so wrong.
It's dismissed.
Because you don't know that time when they might get killed that night.
Exactly.
I know somebody within my community who died from domestic abuse. You know what I mean? And stabbed. Stabbed 4 times.
Did they call the police?
They did.
And they didn't do anything.
Didn't do anything. Y'all all right. Just duke it out. Like, it's sad. And therefore I want to tell people, like, we have that in our community as well. It's just not a heterosexual thing.
No.
And, you know, it would be beautiful if somebody took that serious, like you said, law enforcement, because they don't.
No, they don't.
'Cause I mean, one time I called, and they laughed.
Yes, and that's so disrespectful. It's so disrespectful. And it could be the reason that someone loses their life.
Well, guys, we're going to take a quick recess break. Stay tuned to rollnow.com/Lipstick and Cognac or Roll Now Live via Facebook to catch what's coming up next. Ow.
Did you know 30 million people have been diagnosed with diabetes and 75 million with high blood pressure?
Hey, how are you? How are y'all? Hey.
Years of scientific
Listen.
research have shown
I
that
put them
garlic
all
when
down
taken
in their
the right
meat, so
amount
they
can
shouldn't
help to lower blood pressure,
shouldn't be
sugar
taking them
level,
up.
They could
and
probably hear
cholesterol,
everything saying.
all while
Hey,
providing
y'all.
How? Through cleansing, regulating, and replenishing the blood.
Jose said, hey,
We discovered that by combining garlic
Make sure y'all
1 minute and
share.
35 seconds, and I'm about to send you the letter.
even better.
Okay.
You can clean excess sugar, cholesterol, and waste from the blood and
Thanks,
promote
Nina.
circulation. So don't
Yeah, but your story ran up the whole time.
Well, that's all. You can say something.
I'm good. I'm
No, you
going
need
with the
to
flow,
share.
though.
You need to share.
Okay, I don't mind sharing, but your story was like a segment anyway.
What y'all sharing?
Her domestic
Nah, it's
violence
domestic
story.
violence. I've said it before on another show.
1 more minute.
Mine wasn't nothing like yours, though.
This week on the kitchen.
Nothing like that.
This is so funny.
Again.
I wasn't. No, we didn't. We wasn't that physical. Ours was kind of like. I'll tell you right here. Sound like I repeated.
Yeah.
No, y'all have some real, like my story, and you know what? I want to address that because my story is nothing like you guys. So it's like I'm trying to
But it's still
minimize it,
domestic.
but
You
it's still
shouldn't.
domestic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still
You need to
like
say that.
I need to say it.
Yes. Yes. And I have a follow up too. When you say it, I'm gonna take you something that another woman said as I go out talking.
Okay, I just sent it.
Okay, got it.
Woo! And we have 17 seconds.
Got it.
This is so funny. He's so rapping. All I do is talk. All I do is talk.
No, he says all I know is stoves. That's why, because he's the cooking show. At first I was like, what is this? But okay, we got 3 seconds. 3, 2.
Thank you for tuning in to rollingout.com or Rolling Out Live via Facebook. We are Lipstick and Cognac, your host of Adult Conversation with an Alternative Twist. A no judgment zone where we discuss all things relationship, no matter if you are a ruler, a rainbow, or a unicorn. So I wanted to, before we get into our letter, I wanted to go into this discussion that we were having behind the scenes. I don't know if our mics were hot this time, but we were having a very good conversation
Yes,
that I
we
hope
were.
you guys, I wanted to share. Cognac asked, did you have any domestic violence issues in your past? And I was like, yeah, but my stuff is nowhere near as serious as you guys. And he was like, but you still need to tell it. And it made me realize that a lot of times if you go through something, any type of violence, if you feel like your incident was not as harsh or not as serious as someone else's, you kind of minimize it. But it's still domestic violence and it needs to be spoken. In my case, I was dating someone, I have a couple of different instances and they're kind of overlapping, which made me question my taste in men at one point. But this person, I've never had any type of physical violence, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I am a firecracker, I will admit that. So I'm not going to say that he was all the way right or wrong and I wasn't all the way right or wrong. But we got into an argument, real petty argument, about some shorts. He didn't want me to wear some shorts. We had been drinking. Alcohol was involved. That is, that's one of the triggers for a lot of these incidents. So alcohol was involved. He told me I better not wear shorts. And I'm like, you ain't my daddy. You ain't going to tell me what I can't wear. So I put the shorts on in the house.
Rebellious.
As she should have.
And I'm talking about they were so short that I probably couldn't squeeze in them.
But I would say you
Let me go on with the story. So I put the shorts on, and he was like, man, I told you not to put those shorts on. You gonna put them on. You so disrespectful. You better not I better not ever see you outside with them shorts. What I do? Open up the door at 11:30 at night and walk outside in my shorts. Yes, I did. All on my balcony, like, because I'm just extra like that. That's the Leo in me. Then I came back in the house like, you ain't gonna do nothing about it. Okay, this guy was like, he was well over 6 feet. I want to say like 6'2", 6'3".
And you like what?
And I'm every bit of 5'2". Thank you for the extra 3 inches that I prayed so hard to God for that I did not get. But anyway, So he yoked me up. Like, he grabbed me by my shoulders, like this, of course. And he yoked me up in the air. And I was like, you know, at first I kind of got turned on until I realized that he was like, oh, shit. Like, you know, like his face. I was like, oh, man. And I think at that point, when he saw me, like, freeze up, he realized what it was. And he let me go. And then after that, we argued a little bit more. And we talked about it the next day. And the thing is, I had bruises on my arms. Them bruises did not go away for like a week. And you know how a lot of times when you have an incident like that, they try to get you to hide it and cover it up. I wore wife beaters all week. Everybody was going to see I was just that type of chick. Like, if I'm getting my butt beat, like, everybody going to know. I'm the one that's going to show up in class with some glasses and then take them off. How you doing, Cognac?
They don't be worried about
I'm not laughing at. I'm just laughing.
But that's me.
You get what I'm saying?
That's
yeah.
me. And then you gonna ask
get what
me,
you're saying,
and I'm
Lord.
like, well, what happened
That's
was.
what you would do for real.
But see, the thing is, during that dispute, I'm kind of glossing over the part where I never put my hands. I always learn not to put my hands on a man. But I'm mushing him all in his face like, you ain't gonna do nothing. You ain't gonna tell me not to walk out.
So sometimes do you feel like women can be the aggressor?
Oh, absolutely.
I was never aggressive. I never put my hands on him.
No, I'm just asking.
But
you can be the agitator as well.
I was definitely an agitator. I was never the aggressor, but I was an agitator. So at that point, if the police were called, they probably want to know who to pick up. I didn't call the police, he didn't. And we talked about it, and it got a lot better. Then I had another incident. I was in a car with someone where they were just being very verbally and like psychologically abusive, where they was like, I can't believe I let you touch me. And you know, just making me try to feel bad because you pissed off about a situation. And at that point, I was probably in my 30s at that time. The prior incident happened in my 20s. So at that point, I'm like, look, I'm not going through this again. Yeah. This is over. And I could literally, like you said, you could see it in your spirit. Like, it was a flash. Yeah. Like, this is how it starts. But this dude has the propensity to beat your ass. Yeah. And when I tell you his knuckles was probably like 2 of my knuckles, like, he was a big dude. Big. He was like 250, 6'4".
But I also wanted you to say too, because your story is not less important than what our story was.
And that's the part that I just realized.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, just because I wasn't walking around with black eyes and I wasn't going back and forth for years in the same thing, it's no less important.
But you know what? I never had black eyes. Like you said, I had bruises on my body. You get what I mean? He never hit up here.
Well, I did have a bruise on my arm.
If you did, it would have changed.
He hit me in my face. You know, I don't know. Because I don't know. The Cognac back then was not who Cognac is today. Because I was just like, you know how you see your parents go through things like they can do it, I can do it too. Like, I'm not going to give up on my baby. That's how my mindset was.
I mean, and I get it. I get it to a certain extent because I can only speak from a woman's perspective. Women, we try to date. So many times we try to date men for potential and, he can change this and he'll be perfect and I can help him change. No, you can't. If he's not trying to change it, you can't change it for him. And he's going to let you try to change it while he dog walk all over you.
Yeah. And I tell people, I say that all the time recently. Do be careful not to fall in love with potential because it may never show up.
It may not.
You cannot.
It's like catch-22 though.
I know. It's not a catch-22 at all. I do not fall in love with potential until you see it. Don't you start falling in love thinking that you can change it, you can make it something that is not. It's impossible. And even back to what you were saying when you were talking about if it was less important, if ours was more strenuous than yours. The thing is, I was doing a radio show a few weeks ago, and one of the girls whose husband shot her 5 times and shot her daughter in the head as well. They both live today, and they're doing great. But when she speaks to women, she brought up the fact that one lady had the nerve to say to her, oh, well, my husband's not shooting at me. And she's like, well, mine wasn't either. I mean, when this first started, he wasn't shooting at me either.
Exactly.
You know? So,
that was a sign to leave.
Yes.
I mean, I hope so.
So it's like, people will downplay and say, oh, my husband's not doing that, or my boyfriend's not doing that. But you brought up 2 very important. There's control. That's a clear as day factor. You're not going to do X, Y, and Z. And then there's manipulation, mentally, emotionally, physically. Outside of physical harm, though, there's things that they will do to tear down your self-esteem. And so if we don't pay attention to those signs.
And that what happened to me.
Exactly.
I was like, who gonna want me,
Yeah.
Well, he never said that. Mine didn't say that.
And see, you sound like her. See, he didn't tell me that.
She
No,
just
I'm
said something.
No. I'm not saying it as in like a comparison. I'm just saying like mine never told me that.
But he still tore down your self-esteem.
Correct.
Yeah, I got you.
Verbal abuse is real.
Abuse is
now the
abuse.
second one that I mentioned briefly, because I'm not gonna give him no show, nothing, nada. His was a tear down. He was a tear down.
And then you
Or
have to
attempted to, because I let that go
Let's
real
get this
quick.
letter.
Well, we gotta finish this. Hold on.
Statistics
I did want
say,
to. Go ahead, Sheree.
there's one in 3 women are abused. 1 in 4 men are abused. That can tally up or equate to 20 people per minute are getting their tail beat or verbally abused every day.
Do you think that number for men is accurate? Because if a man is in a relationship, I don't think they'll be too quick to report it as much as fast as a woman.
There's a lot of anonymous reporting going on. There is.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and since the Me Too movement, a lot more people, I would say domestic violence awareness is at an all-time high.
Shout out to Terry Crews.
Yes. Shout out to him too.
Because he really put men on the map. Like, look, this is happening. And his situation was a heterosexual being harassed by a homosexual.
Yeah.
Which I know for a fact. But I'm saying men are probably not going to report that type of abuse because they're not looking at it like, oh, we're not in a relationship because I'm straight. But that can still be domestic.
That is definitely still domestic. It can be a parent on a child. A lot of kids grow up in domestic violence relationships.
Yeah.
Like domestic is domestic, abuse is abuse.
Or that uncle, that creepy uncle.
Or the uncle, sexual. Yeah, there's a lot of abuse that's going on, and we just need to open up about it, find safety places.
And before we get into the letter, I did want to piggyback on that safety place because I have a friend, Monique. Shout out to Monique. She was the one with the Sacred Conjure. She does a lot of work in New York with fundraiser once a year. And her biggest thing is when you have a domestic violence situation that's going on around you, like your friend, which I was mentioning before, you have to make sure that if you are not the resource, you know resources that they can reach out to. And make sure that they're viable because everybody doesn't take maybe a wife and a child or a person. If you have dogs, they may not take the dog. They may not take the kids. They may just take the spouse. And some people, what we found out before, they don't take transgender.
Right. Yep. They won't take transgender.
So you have to, if you're going to set someone up with resources, make sure that you vet them so it can be a situation where they can get out and stay out.
Yeah. And with sex trafficking and human trafficking, you definitely have to be careful where your kids end up.
Yes.
They'll take you in the shelter and it'll actually be hoot for sex trafficking.
Wow. I didn't even know about that.
And Atlanta being the #1 hub, you definitely have to be careful with the shelters.
Wow. Well, learn something new. So y'all make sure that you at least check on that friend. Because if you like me, that's probably gonna be all.
Do you know a helpline number off top before we go to this letter where people can call?
I don't have it off top, but it's the Domestic Violence the National Domestic Violence Hotline, and you can Google it and it'll come up. I have it on my phone. My phone died though.
Okay.
It's a 1-800 number.
Okay.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay, so we're gonna segue into this letter, which is also about domestic violence. It says. Dear Lipstick and Cognac, I have been with my boyfriend all 4 years of college. Here go another college thing. We have been married for a year. They married in college? Okay, we're going to stick to the letter because I'm going to have to,
Girl, go.
Over the past 5 years, he would say different things that were mildly verbally abusive, but I always swept it under the rug. I would go up the ladder in success, and he would always bring me down. A few months ago, we got into a really bad argument. I came home after work. He walked in the door and threatened to shoot himself and myself if I left him due to the argument. Ooh. I stayed. 2 days later, I took the gun, and the first chance I had, I left. This was a few years ago, and he recently came back in my life trying to rekindle what once was. He claims he found God and has changed. Should I take him back? Sign stuck in between. Okay, Sheree, you're the guest.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. If he has found God and he has changed, I will tell her, then tell him, thank God for your change and continue to grow. I keep you in my prayer. No, do not go back into that situation because you have seen it. And I'm not saying that people can't change, but allow him to show you that change for years to come. If he doesn't have a problem, if he really changed, he'll take time and show you, but no, stay away. Guard your heart and your body.
Cognac.
You want me to go?
Yeah, you can go.
I'm kind of in a crossroads because I actually got back with my ex who we had issues with, but wasn't anything violent, but like just issues in our relationship. And
you got back with the violent one too, though, so you can speak from that perspective.
Yeah, but he was still violent. He didn't change.
Exactly.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? But this recent one, it wasn't anything about violence. It was something that we both didn't like. Well, I didn't like about it, and something he liked about me, and he fixed it. So I'm not gonna say people can't change. However, you do have to sit back and watch and allow him to show you that change. And one time I said the last show, my ex said he would kill himself one time when I left. I said, and he tried to, and I was like, well, you didn't do a damn good job because you're still here. But I had so much hate in my heart for him, where you should never say to anybody, you know what I mean, something go kill themselves because it's not right. But it's like you have to really sit back and say, do you want that? You know what I mean? You have to sit back and yourself be like, dang, do I believe he changed, or do I just keep moving on with my life and progressing because I'm good? And
evaluate.
You have to evaluate the situation.
What type of therapy did he go to?
Yeah.
Has he tested those waters in anger again? Like, how do you know how does he know he's changed? I can say I don't drink all day, but you put me back in a drinking environment, am I going to be tempted?
That's true. All right, let's see what you got to say.
In a nutshell, I would say don't go back. Now, like I do believe with you, I do believe that people can change. So, I'm a firm believer that you trust people's actions, not their words. So if you want to, because to be honest, whatever we're saying, whatever people are going to tell you, you're still going to do what your heart wants you to do. So if you're not going to get out and you're going to test the waters, just be wiser with it. Meaning, see what their actions are. I'm not saying pick no arguments. I'm not saying put them in the same type of situations before, because a lot of the times, it is a give-take relationship. However, I do not like when people claim that they found God and they try to blame, give all this attribute to God. Like, no, because I'm going to ask you, which God is that, brother? Because I want to know we know the same God.
Yes.
Because my God might not be in agreement with your God. You may have found God and he's allowing you to beat my ass still. And I'm like, no, bro, no. My God said your ass is still crazy. I'm out.
yeah, for real.
Because if you found him and then if y'all meant to be together and you want to bring God in, God gonna make sure that everything aligns. So don't try that religious stuff with me. I done been there.
I always say, you always got that voice in the back of your head that tell you what to do. And I learned to listen to that voice.
Yep.
It helped me walk away from a job. Helped me walk away from a lot of things that God has blessed me 10 times over with.
Absolutely.
So, listen to that still voice.
Yeah.
That you want to fight so bad. Mm-hmm. The one voice tell you don't go out tonight.
That's right.
Miss this meeting with your friends. You don't got to go here.
And make sure he ain't got no guns in the house. Because this is another thing I want to touch on. Like, anybody, and this is just for the record, this is just Lipstick's viewpoint. If you are in the mental capacity where you're going to threaten your life, say you were going to kill me or kill yourself, we don't need to have any more conversations because you're not right in the head. Right. You need to go get some help, even if you're not beating on me. If you're going to say, I'm going to kill myself and then blah, 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 blah,
something's
it's
wrong
all
with you.
off. Bets are off. Yeah. I'm not talking to you anymore.
And that guilt trip, you be like, dang, I want to kill myself. Like, what about his family, his mom? I met everybody. Oh, my God. And that's how I was.
If this is what I'm going to say. I'm going to let someone else. I'm going to let somebody else know what you said. And then I'm no longer, communication will stop. Yeah. Because you're not in your right mindset. And there's nothing that I can say or do that's going to get your mind right. You need really serious help.
Yeah. We got to be okay with that. You got to love people enough to let them go.
Exactly. Like, I'm going to try to get you some mental help, but it's just like when somebody's trying to get out of a relationship. You can only be there as much as they allow you.
Yeah.
Until you have to be like, okay, I'm going to protect my peace. Because every time I do something that you don't like, you're not going to say I'm going to blow my brains out.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. Don't let, that's a guilt trip. Don't do
and I'm enabling you at this point.
So basically for that, basically we're all,
we're in agreement.
Different agreements.
We all say no.
We all say don't do it. But if you are, I'm going to give you the tools.
The tools.
Check
so
his
that's
actions.
From that, right?
Check his actions. Make sure he ain't got no guns though. Please make sure that he doesn't have any guns. If y'all do go out, drive your own car there or Uber there and back. Make sure you have your own money or enough money to get a cab and a hotel room just in case he's trying to follow you. He don't know where you live. Like, you have to be diligent about that.
And at that point, you might as well just not go back.
Well, I mean, if he flip out on the dinner, you got, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
yeah, don't be crazy. Hey guys, I want to take a quick commercial break. Stay tuned to roll.com/lipstick cognac or roll out via Facebook. Catch up what's coming up next. Be right back after this. Ow.
What if I
Can
told
you see what that
it was
comment
okay
is?
to be different?
They were replying to someone and I could
It's
not
better
read
to
it.
hustle
The
more than
first one that's
talk.
out?
He said, type in two fast whatever wasn't called. I'm
Because
saying
nobody
she
asked them
is
for their opinion
in
in
the
the first
wrong
place.
and should
should
at least be
Outspoken
charged with
clothes. The in-your-face,
driving with no
unapologetic
license
clothing
or
line.
fraud. They probably talking about
Yeah, they probably said something on there. We didn't catch the first
Oh,
part.
I'm like,
Yeah.
what
Our
was that with
newsletter
that?
to get exclusive deals. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Outspoken Clothes.
Because we wasn't driving, so I know. Like, we was dead.
Oh, they talking about what you were saying.
Yeah, I was not driving.
Somebody probably said why you jumped out the car.
I didn't even say nothing about
Oh, that was me.
You,
Jumped out of the
they talking
car.
about your situation.
I should have been charged with what? I wasn't driving.
Oh, somebody, but they're backing you up.
Oh.
You know, you
I
got
thought-
crazy people in the world.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, I just jumped out. I had to save myself.
Yeah, don't feel bad.
I don't. I don't feel bad. That's all.
Did you ask Walter?
Yeah.
Okay.
Your favorite entertainment source has expanded. Rolling out.
Do I practice Wiccan? Oh Lord, they going all
Practice
on
what?
Wiccan.
Web-based shows and podcasts on
They going all out on
What's
Wiccan.
Wiccan?
every Tuesday from 10 a.m.
Witchcraft.
to 10 p.m.
Oh, child, bye.
Standard Time.
No, I don't practice that.
It's like the
Industry with 100 proof radio shows,
wonderful people version of witchcraft.
inspiration and
Oh.
relationships with dunamis
Yeah.
women and lipstick
Oh.
and cognac. Rolling out
Because you know, like
your weekly
in the African American community, you got like
So next thing you guys want to take,
Santeria.
you can do like a quick 30-second, you know, what's the
Yeah.
word?
We're gonna let her tell what
Takeaways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Guys.
No,
no,
like,
her. We already did takeaways.
no, we didn't.
And
Not for the
we're
entire
coming back,
conversation.
guys. We
30
come back in
seconds.
5,
You gonna make me know what I thought.
3,
Okay.
2.
Hey, this is Lipstick and Cognac. We're wrapping up our topic on domestic violence. If you have been in a situation where you are need to get out and you are in the Atlanta area, we have our guest, Chere Turner, that can help you. Tell them who you are, where to find you, and give them a place, a safe haven.
Okay, guys, I am Chere Turner. I currently sit as the vice president for the Still Standing Alliance. You should really have heard about us around Atlanta. We just celebrated our 7th Purple Affair here in Atlanta.
I
It was
seen the
off-chain.
picture.
Thank you so much. We were definitely graced with Andrea Kelly. We were graced with the DeKalb County District Attorney that was there. Marcy's Law was there. Georgia State Representative Erica Thomas. It was amazing. So we are actually a resource tool for you. So if you go to the stillstandingalliance.org, you can find all information there. We have resources. We have empowerment programs, financial programs, and we are the Still Standing Alliance on Facebook and Instagram. I am Chere Turner, ChereTurner on Instagram and on Facebook. You can reach out to me if you need anything. If there's any way I could be a help to you guys, DM me, inbox me, whatever you need, I'm there for you. Also, what else I'm gonna tell the people?
That's it. You summed it up.
All right then. Domestic Violence Month is aware. We make it aware in October, but it happens all year round.
It does.
So we are advocates all year round, and we are doing some great things. So don't let it just be October. And Amendment 4, Marcy's Law. We worked really hard on this law, which is a victims' crime rights law. It's not going to say Marcy's Law on the ballot in November 6th. It's going to say Amendment 4, and this is to ensure that victims get their rights. Right now, victims, say your abuser whooped your tail and then he went to jail. As of right now, Georgia would not let you know when he got out of jail, so you can walk in the store tomorrow and he can be there again or whatever.
Oh, wow.
So as of right now, they're not obligated to let you know. But if you vote yes for Amendment 4, then that will cover that right.
Okay, so that's even more of a reason for you to get out and vote.
Yes.
This
And-
election season. Tell them where to find us. Come
all right.
get.
Our Facebook and Instagram is Lipstick and Cognac. That's LIPSTICKANDCOGNAC. On Twitter, it's Lipstick
_Cognac.
Cognac.
And on
on
YouTube,
it's Lipstick and Cognac page. And I want to say, Chere, thank you so much
yes,
for coming.
thank you for coming.
Thank
And
everyone
you guys
for sharing
for
that story. I hope
Yes,
y'all take away
thanks for
something from
tuning in.
this. I really do, because Domestic violence is real, whether you gay, straight,
Yes.
bi, whoever you want to be.
And just for the record, for whoever was on Facebook, in none of these stories were there any intoxicated drinking or driving while under the influence.
Yeah.
Just in case we missed something. Okay.
Okay. So that comment was crazy.
Thank you guys for watching. See y'all next week.
All right. Stay tuned. Bye, guys.
Hi, yeah. Oh, I never heard y'all theme song.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, we got a theme
And
song.
we're muted. We're still
All
vibing
right.
out.
Vibing out. We finished on time today.
We did.
It started on time, too.
Hey, y'all coming up? Y'all coming up on the time thing?
Yeah.
All right.